In a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Go. 280.
Mike 58, right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
180. Kill.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 280.
Pick it up.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
58, come on. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Alert flare, alert flare.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
You.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check. Fresno.
2 jet.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Escaping the pressure. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Check.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard, Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready. Come to Andy. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
So we got man.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and 12, Murray. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's complete. Hooper. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
57.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 53. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tokyo. Me and you all day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on off.
David Johnson on his way. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Lefty. 87.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Showing up.
Sunday.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates his starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Tackles.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. As his guys are in for 6 as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. There's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
5-9, 5-9.
I got you, boy. 58.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now Sanders. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
Wentz. By the tight end, Ertz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Wentz, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's bring it.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Muhammad Wilkerson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 38, Cardinals 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jim.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 58, boys. 58. 58. Smart.
Let's buy 7.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, baby. Check 26. Check 26.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I got one.
A A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray now a desperate and got his man complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, Murray. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Murray now. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Right there. It's our field. It's our field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Trying the right side with Howard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Again, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? Makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.